Dear ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure for me to welcome you to this side event titled Terrorism and Nuclear Security in South Asia, organized by United Schools International and co-sponsored by the European Foundation for South Asian Studies. I thank you very much for coming. The European Foundation for South Asian Studies, located in Amsterdam, is an EU-accredited independent non-profit think tank and policy research institution. EFSAS provides strategic, in-depth analysis, research, statistical data, policy advice and forecasts related to developments in the fields of politics, international relations, conflict management, human rights, security, diplomacy, strategic affairs and conflict resolution. The organization effectively uses tools of research and dialogue to provide innovative strategies to overcome adversity and conflict and to build lasting peace in South Asia. In the wake of the tragic Pulwama terrorist attack in Indian Administered Jammu Kashmir and the ensuing airstrikes on behalf of both India and Pakistan, the necessity of directly confronting and combating growing terrorism in South Asia has become imperative, not only for the people of the region who have been suffering for decades, but also for the international community, which has witnessed the potential detrimental consequences for the stability of the entire world. Therefore, in order to shed light on the pending danger of a direct armed conflict between India and Pakistan due to terrorism and following the recent escalation of tensions, EFSAS has invited a group of respected speakers who will further deliberate upon the growing terrorism in the region and its implications for nuclear security of South Asia and the rest of the world. To my right is Madam Dr. Dorothy van Dam, a research assistant and visiting lecturer at the University of Louvain, Center for Study of Crisis and International Conflicts, the Genesis Network, and an EFSAS research fellow. She will examine the role of the Pakistani military establishment and the mainstreaming of terrorist organizations in Pakistan vis-à-vis the threat to nuclear security in South Asia. To my left is Dr. Antonio Giustozzi, an independent researcher, visiting professor at King's College London, associate fellow at the Royal United Services Institute, RUSI, an associate researcher at the Italian Institute for International Politics. He will deliberate upon growing terrorism in AFPAC, the Afghanistan-Pakistan region, and discuss its implications for the wider stability of the Indian subcontinent. Then we have Mr. Tim Foxley, an independent political military researcher, former senior analyst for the British Ministry of Defence, the Swedish Ministry of Defence, and the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute. He will discuss the future of the Taliban, Islamic State, and the Pakistani military after the US withdrawal from Afghanistan. And finally, we have Mr. Marc Finot, former French diplomat, former Chief of Staff of the Secretary General of the French Ministry of Foreign Affairs, currently a senior program advisor at the Geneva Center for Security Policy. He will conclude with providing an overarching outlook on the growing nuclear complexity in South Asia via exploring the Sino-Indo-Pak nuclear arch and its threat to peace in South Asia. Through assembling a group of experts who will tackle the issue through various perspectives, we would like to foster and improve the level of understanding and knowledge on how the South Asian nuclear conundrum between India and Pakistan is currently at the brink of nuclear arms escalation, if the serious security issues, which cover a wide spectrum of violent extremism, ongoing radicalization, inter-ethnic conflicts, and mainly terrorism, are not adequately addressed. Finally, I would like to emphasize that we have invited the respective speakers to present their viewpoints and that the views expressed might not necessarily fully coincide with the views held by EFSAS.